How to say big numbers in English from 1,000 to 1 trillion and beyond. Learning how to say big numbers is easy. If you can count from 1 to 999, learning big numbers is easy. First, a quick review. Let's look at numbers in the hundreds. For example, 314, 672, 598. If you can say these numbers, then you can count to higher numbers. First, thousands. This number has 1 comma. A number with 1 comma is in the thousands. 1,000, 10,000, 100,000. If a number ends with comma 000, you can say the number that comes before comma 000 and then say thousand. For example, this number. You know how to say 483. You know how to say 1,000. So for this number you say 483,000. For this number you say 521,000. For this number you say 967,000. What about numbers that don't end with comma 000? For example, this number. We already know that this number is 483,000. This number is 217. So this number altogether is 483,217. This number is 521,690. This number is 967,308. More examples. This number is 252,013. 910,006. 804,700. 2,001. 17,017. 74,309. 999,999. Millions. This number has 2 commas. A number with 2 commas is in the millions. 1 million, 10 million, 100 million. If a number ends with comma 000, comma 000, you say the number that comes before these zeros and then say million. For example, this number. You know how to say 731. And this is million. So for this number you say 731 million. This is 854 million. And this number is 629 million. When you see a big number like this, it may seem very difficult to say, but there's an easy way to know how to say it. There are 3 sets of numbers, 731, 854, and 629. First, let's look at 629, then 854, and finally 731. 629 is 100. 854 is 1,000. 731 is million. So, beginning at the right, 100, 1,000, million. To say the number, you must first know 100, 1,000, and million. In this number, 731 is over million, 854 is over 1,000, and 629 is over 100. That's all you need to know to say the number. So this number is 731,854,629. Let's look at another big number. Again, start on the right, 100, 1,000, million. So this number is 528,349,176. Here's another one. 100,000 million. So this number is 386,921,645. More examples. When we look at this number, remember, start on the right, and we have 100, 1,000, and million. So the number is 907,264,853. 100, 1,000, million, 24,017,000. 100, 1,000, million, 833,691. 100, 1,000, million, 833 million, 10. 100, 1,000, million, 833 million, 7. 100, 1,000, million, 999,999,999. Billions. This number has 3 commas. A number with 3 commas is in the billions. 1 billion, 10 billion, 100 billion. If a number ends with comma 000, comma 000, comma 000, you say the number that comes before all of those zeros and then say billion. For example, this number is 271 billion. This number is 649 billion. 825 billion. Again, if you look at a big number like this, always start on the right, and you have 100, 1,000, million, billion. To say the number, you must first know 100, 1,000, million, and billion. And this number, 360 is over billion, 529 is over million, 748 is over 1,000, 202 is over 100. That's all you need to know to say the number. So this number is 360 billion, 529 million, 748,202. Let's look at another big number. Again, start on the right, 100, 1,000, million, billion. This number is 697 billion, 802 million, 539,786. Here's another one. 100, 1,000, million, billion. This number is 256 billion, 972 million, 217,560. More examples. 100, 1,000, million, billion. 718 billion, 284 million. 100, 1,000, million, billion. 79 billion, 431,855. 100, 1,000, million, billion. 165 billion, 889. 100, 1,000, million, billion. 448 billion, 56 million, 859,943. 100, 1,000, million, billion. 349 billion, 111 million, 928,254. 100, 1,000, million, billion. 999 billion, 999 million, 999,999. Trillions. This number has 4 commas. A number with 4 commas is in the trillions. 1 trillion, 10 trillion, 100 trillion. Take a look at this number. 100, 1,000, million, billion, trillion. To say the number, you must first know 100, 1,000, million, billion, and trillion. And this number, 839, is over trillion. 917 is over billion. 303 is over million. 505 is over 1,000. And 56 is over 100. That's all you need to know to say the number. So this number is 839 trillion, 917 billion, 303 million, 505,056. Practice with trillions. 100, 1,000, million, billion, trillion. 484 trillion, 490 billion, 278 million, 17,904. 100, 1,000, million, billion, trillion. 601 trillion, 388 billion, 206 million, 68,261. 100, 1,000, million, billion, trillion. 28 trillion, 841 million, 539,560. 100, 1,000, million, billion, trillion. 999 trillion, 999 billion, 999 million, 999,999. There are even bigger numbers, of course. For example, 1 quadrillion, 1 quintillion. A Google is the number 1 followed by 100 zeros. But let's just worry about these numbers. 100, 1,000, 1 million, 1 billion, 1 trillion. If you can count from 1 to 999, and you know 1,000, million, billion, and trillion, you can say any number from 1 to 999 trillion, 999 billion, 999 million, 999,999. Thanks for watching.